A story from the Akan people of Ghana. Long ago, in a time when the world was young, all the wisdom that existed was held in a single pot. This pot was kept by Nyame, the sky god, who guarded it carefully, knowing that wisdom was a precious gift. However, Ananse, the clever and crafty spider, longed to possess all the wisdom in the world. He believed that with it, he would become the wisest and most powerful creature to ever live. One day, Ananse decided to approach Nyame and ask for the pot of wisdom. Nyame, who knew of Ananse's cunning ways, was intrigued by what the spider might do with all the wisdom. After much thought, Nyame decided to give Ananse the pot, thinking that perhaps it would teach him a valuable lesson. Ananse could hardly believe his luck when Nyame handed him the pot. It was a small, beautifully carved vessel glowing with the light of knowledge. Ananse felt a surge of pride and excitement as he cradled it in his many legs. Now he thought all the wisdom of the world was his, and his alone. But Ananse was not content just to possess the wisdom. He wanted to keep it hidden away where no one else could find it. So he devised a plan to take the pot deep into the forest, to the tallest tree he could find. There, high among the branches, he would hide the pot so that no other creature could steal it from him. With the pot in his grasp, Ananse set off for the forest. When he arrived at the base of the tallest tree, he tied the pot to his belly with a strong vine, thinking it would be easier to carry as he climbed. He began his ascent, but as he climbed higher and higher, the pot kept banging against the tree trunk, making it difficult for him to climb. Ananse struggled and struggled, but no matter how hard he tried, the pot seemed to get in the way. Down below, his young son Ntikuma was watching his father's efforts. Seeing his father's difficulty, Ntikuma called up to him, "Father, why don't you tie the pot to your back instead of your belly? That way it won't get in your way as you climb." Ananse, who was proud and did not like being advised by his young son, ignored Ntikuma's suggestion and continued to struggle. But as he went higher, he found that Ntikuma's advice made sense. The more he tried to ignore it, the harder the climb became. Finally, Ananse could take it no more. Reluctantly, he untied the pot from his belly and strapped it to his back, just as Ntikuma had suggested. With the pot on his back, he found that he could climb the tree easily. Soon he was at the very top, overlooking the entire forest. But as Ananse sat among the highest branches, looking out over the world with the pot of wisdom on his back, a sudden realization struck him. Despite having all the wisdom in the world within his grasp, he had still needed advice from his son to succeed. How could this be? Ananse thought. How could a mere child possess wisdom that he, the great Ananse, did not? Anger and frustration boiled inside him. What good was all this wisdom if he could not even figure out something so simple on his own? In a fit of rage, Ananse yanked the pot from his back and hurled it to the ground. The pot shattered into countless pieces, and the wisdom that had been contained within it was scattered to the four corners of the earth. The shards of the pot spread far and wide, carried by the wind, settling in every village, every home, and every creature. And so, wisdom was shared with the world, and from that day on, everyone possessed a piece of it. Ananse, realizing what he had done, climbed down the tree and returned home. He had learned a valuable lesson that day. Wisdom is not meant to be hoarded or kept to oneself. True wisdom grows when it is shared, and no one, not even the clever Ananse, can possess it all. From that day forward, Ananse was a little less proud and a little more willing to listen to others. And the world, now filled with scattered pieces of wisdom, became a place where everyone, young and old, could learn from each other.